Motorcycle Adventure Dirtbike TV, supported proudly by Adventure Spec in the UK, Rally Raid Products, Giant Loop in the United States, Adventure Moto in Australia, Pirelli Tyres, Motul Oils, RK Chains and Australian Adventure Bike magazine.
The music featured on this video is from talented Australian singer-songwriter Tom Richardson from the album Tom Richardson Live.
I think it's going to be this slippery, Don.
No, it's good, it's good. That's slippery. Now what are you going to do?
I'm just coming over to you, Don. Fucking hell.
You want adventure, son?
Oh,
Nuggets.
all in the name of adventure.
Mark's Adventure. This is it.
Mark has a reputation for leading tough adventure rides.
Wow, look at that 60-footer roost coming out the back.
I was certain I was going to be stretched to the limits of my comfort zone on this one. Adding to the challenge was the persistent rain drawn to our riding area by the remnants of a cyclone. And then there's the wild card, Nugget. A mischievous soul who, as you know, is willing to take on anything and take a chance. But the scary thing with this small group of riders is that they are all risk takers. We were heading to the mid-north coast of New South Wales and our goal was to reach a camping ground a couple of kilometres out of the tiny village of Nowandock. Welcome to Mark's Nowandock ride.
You need a cornerman.
I'll go cornerman to start.
Yeah. Mark's ride. We're on it. You know what I like about today? About the rain? No dust. No dust. I've got absolutely no idea where Mark's going to take us. We're starting to wind up into the mountains now. It'll be interesting where Mark's going to take us. Oh, he's going off the beaten track. Bunya. Yeah. Mark's setting a nice steady pace. We're in no hurry. There he is, putting along. 500 looks really well set up. Mark's made his own homemade racks for that, so it'll be good to have a look at them. Mark's ride's a slow boil. Like, we'll gradually get in the crap later in the day, I would imagine. Here goes Dave, that big black mean thing. He could have showered me in shit then. Wait, here's our intrepid leader. Nugget, what's going on?
I'm heading down this single by the looks of it. It's going to get nasty.
Hey Nugget, that little 300 will show us what's going on in here.
Oh, well, we got to vote. 50-50 on voting, we go down, so.
Okay, COVID Dave on the big 990.
Hey, he's not fighting, I'll give him that.
No, he's... Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh. The trouble is, you know, if we get stuck down here, the clay is just under the surface. Oh, COVID Dave's starting to think twice. He can see the clay underneath the surface of the leaves. Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh. Whoa. Hang on. Oh, look at this. What do they got? Mad TV, look. See? Handguards. And I forgot the bloke's stickers. The boys' stickers. They're sitting on my desk at home. That's a Nugget's bike off, eh? What's this, Mark? Where have you led us?
I've got a 500 trail for you. We may have to put the 500 over that first to see who falls through first. I don't know. No, that's a long. That's an 8 metre drop.
Yeah.
8 metres?
The only saving grace is I wouldn't fit through that hole.
Not yet.
Not
I'd
yet.
plug it like a bung.
Not yet.
Have a look at that. I can feel it actually moving under me.
Yeah, it's staying as is in the middle.
Look at that.
God.
Keep feeling, Dave. The coroner want to see this.
Yeah. Nugget. What are we going to do? Are we going to do it?
Yeah.
Mate, it's 8 metres. Look down there.
I don't want to die wondering.
God, Nugget. You kidding me?
Well, why don't we get the 990 to go first? If it holds that, it'll easy hold us.
What do you reckon, COVID?
Yeah, right. Okay.
No, I'll give it a go. I don't care.
Yeah, we're one in, all in. I don't know. I reckon Dave's bike's another 100 kilos on ours.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You could go straight through, mate. Hey, you know the benefit is it's so big that you'd probably get stuck with a log anyway. It's a big...
Yeah, I don't think it'll fall through. It's just if it gets stuck, then how do you get it out?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, the engineer amongst us.
We've got an engineer and he's going to make an assessment.
The Nugget's a roofer.
Yeah,
So
I know.
I can. What's on top looks all right to me.
Yeah.
What you can't see, you don't worry about.
Yeah, that's what bothers me. Come on, Sean, find out. So Sean's underneath. This is one of the problems we got. That's the Nugget hole.
That's the Nugget hobbit hole.
Well, oh, gee, that was soft there.
Yeah.
Okay, the two main bearers look good.
Yeah.
Yep. The joists look solid. It's just the top planks that I'm concerned about. Let me get down and have a look. Holy shit. There ain't not much at all.
What's it like after it, alright?
I was hoping there'd be more wood there. The wood on the left, wood on the right. Yeah, not good. On the upside, if we fall through, pretty sure the handlebars will catch it.
What's the go, Sean?
Okay, so I've been underneath for a structural assessment.
Yeah,
We have a fairly good log here,
yeah,
a fairly good log there.
yeah.
In the middle where I was hoping to see 3 logs,
There's nothing.
there's 1 log and it's on a diagonal.
Oh,
So probably where you are, Dave,
it's...
supported, but either side not.
So where COVID is up there, young Dave, he's on a log. If he moved over, he wouldn't be.
Yeah,
Right where the bikes would have to ride.
there's probably a foot either side of the middle log of just dirt.
Compacted dirt.
But if you have a look to the left, Dave, it is nearly half a metre. See, from the log to here of dirt.
Yeah. and then it's 8 metres.
Yeah, but on the positive, the logs are close enough together that the handlebars will get stuck.
Yeah, that's the good bit.
And the panniers.
And the panniers certainly will.
Awesome.
So the problem we got, COVID Dave is suggesting that because his bike weighs twice as much, he gets 2 votes. I think
that's fair.
I think that's fair.
Hands up if we go across.
Those against?
That 2 votes is nothing.
Alright.
Fucking hell.
Alright, go stand. What you can do? Come on, Toby.
I'd just get the speed up, I wouldn't fuck around on it.
I would walk it, because if it is going to go, you could jump off, mate. Otherwise you go with it.
There you go.
Let's all go back the other way.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh shit, it's just caved in.
Man. Nugget's enormous girth is working against us.
I think you've both. My little foot just went through.
Your little foot.
My little size 7.
Well, what are we going to do? We just leave, Mark? Hey, will we change our boat?
I think so. Nah. Alright, we'll get across. We'll go, like, you either ride, maybe I'll cross there. I don't know. Oh, what's he
Hang on,
doing
he's
back?
coming back. He's coming back.
I'll get,
Here we go. Okay, do you want to have a revote now that Nugget's foot's gone through and Mark's found his trees? Alright, just hang on, let's got to get a vote. The show of hands, are we going forward? No. Oh, Nugget.
I've got a saw. Only a little one. Pocket saw.
Nugget, Mark said you need a chainsaw for that bit.
Yeah, I think we'd turn around, Dave, and try the next road.
Now, I just want to say that's great. Now, David, I look forward to watching you get up that hill and out of here. Because it is as slippery as. Here, I'll give you a push.
Yeah, just there, it's fine. Get a start up from there.
Well,
Thanks, guys.
yeah. Look at Dave's tyre. Here we go. Oh, that's good riding. That is good riding. That's good riding. Come on, boys, up you go. There he goes. Whoa. Whoa. No, it got too close. Wow, look at that. 60-footer roost coming out the back. He's going. He's got it. He's got it. Oh, dear, oh dear. Nugget's getting showered. Shit. He's up. He's out. Oh. Dave, 60-footer roost there. You got Nugget a bit.
Sorry, Nugget.
Let's just have a look at his tyre. I mean, that was look at that. Look at that. And Nugget.
I was just saying to Dave over here, like, I rode with Dave on his 450 as well a couple of weeks ago, and he actually rides that thing better than the 450.
What?
I'll take this one out next time.
All right. Oh, Nugget. Oh, shit. God. Mark, you said the probability of rain on this ride was 20%.
You're 100% right, and I also did say cyclones are unpredictable.
They are. Mate, I nearly ran you over.
I was saying, I think I almost ran myself over in those ruts.
God. You went down and went, oh, and I just missed it. Ah, look at this.
Thank you for giving way.
My God, yeah, that's a bit of
Well, this wasn't the one that you saw. This is the one prior.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was on the other side.
second one.
When you saw me, but you didn't see this one, and there was no evidence other than
That. Meanwhile, the little Honda just keeps on Hondaing.
It's just chugging through this like there's no problem.
Peanut butter.
Yep.
Well, it's been pretty tough conditions today. It's raining all the time. Anyway. Oh shit. Didn't expect that.
We punched out over 300 k's for the first day of Mark's ride. A shortcut over a very dodgy bridge wasted valuable time, but we still managed to get into the camp a couple of kilometres from Nugget just before dark. Following Nugget for those final couple of kilometres into town, I couldn't understand how he kept that milk crate attached, and I wondered what would be dry because his packing had a lot to be desired. The area surrounding Nugget is rugged and had a long slippery descent that finished what was otherwise a wet but satisfying day. Fortunately, the campsite had an abandoned hut that could be used as a drying room. I had a feeling day 2 was going to be a lot more challenging. It's home sweet home today. Let's get my camera aligned. There you go.
There he is, look at that, a new day. God, you look like having a birth. There's Snugwa.
We're in no sun again, doesn't surprise me.
How'd your mattress go?
Oh mate, I was wondering why I wasn't going up. It's not a good look, but I was blowing and then I realised that
Oh,
the plug comes out.
oh no,
I know, look.
you pulled the plug out.
I know, it's meant to go in there somewhere.
Mate, God, look at Mark there. Looks like something quite odd's happening in that tent. What the hell is he doing? COVID Dave and I share something very close in common.
That sounds dodgy.
It might sound dodgy, but we share the same tent.
No, were you in here last night?
Not quite. I'm just looking in the distance.
Are you rich too, COVID Dave?
Yeah, well I was one. Until I started adventure riding.
This is a hubba. Is it a hubba bubba or a hubba?
This is a hubba, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, ours is a hubba. Hubba bubba's for two.
I hold this one, actually.
Oh, Dave, I got your crash on video too, mate.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah, crystal clear, 4K.
Obviously, it's not his first crash.
You don't reckon he...
There's been a few crashes.
Has
Over
there?
This side. Detective Nugget. Oh, I don't know. He must always fall to the right. Something's wrong with you.
He's got a right bias.
Yeah, you must always fall to the right.
Sean, everyone's been camping. Show us your accommodation. Take me for a walk.
You
know-
wipe your feet on the way in, please, Dave.
Yeah, what? That's to get the bird shit on before I start.
Get the front deck.
That's
where
the
I
front
let
deck.
the riffraff.
Come and socialise.
That's right.
There's evidence here of alcohol drinking.
Yeah.
Now, I've got to say, this stuff last night, that's an olive leaf extract. That was not. My God. All right, take me in.
Come through. So we have the
Oh, dining room.
dining and kitchen area.
It's for stargazing.
No.
Yeah, all
I
right.
can't find the switch. I can only find it during the
Don't
day.
worry, the roof's got lots of light coming in. Oh, wow. Mate, that looks so good. Sean was very kind. You got a radio? Sean was very kind. He let us put our gear out here to dry. What do you found, Nugget?
The top of a corn lid.
Oh, no, that's mine.
Oh, that won't make the movie. Leave nothing but footprints.
Can I have my footprint back? Thank you. I'll just...
Lucky I'm here picking up after you again.
God.
That's why I get an invite, I think.
Hey, Nugget. Sean's got one of those free apps again. He's never bought anything on the internet.
Are you making some sort of insinuation on my character?
Absolutely.
Cheapskate Charlie.
So how much did it cost?
Well, it was free.
Cheapskate Charlie.
Hey?
It's a bit like Mark's GPS. It's
who
missing
asked-
half the tracks.
And what do we have to use to get here?
The free app.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you better give the free app a plug because it actually works.
OSM Android. You can buy it on my store online.
Can you get an OSM Apple?
No,
Oh, bloody.
it's not for retards.
What?
Mark's 3 GPSs and he's still getting us lost. His dashboard's littered with them.
Here comes Mike now. I'm surprised he found us.
Oops!
How did you find us without your GPS?
Because his ears were burning.
Google Maps.
We're just questioning why, with your GPS programs that cost $9 million, and Sean's got this little free app, and he knows where he is.
Yeah. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I spend a lot of time on this. So, no one app does everything. They've all got different bits of information.
Ah.
Yeah, this one only tells you where you are.
Your track doesn't keep on going on
Hey
that.
Dave, like I always said, my apps tell me exactly where I'm lost.
Well, yes.
That's the difference.
Oh, they do?
Have you got nothing?
I just haven't downloaded.
Okay, but Dave's got it.
Yeah,
Oh, they do it for Apple.
I do actually have it on my iPhone. I don't know if it's exactly the same one. But
He said it's for wankers if you're on an iPhone.
That's right, and
You and I are wankers.
there's the evidence.
What's it called?
I think Osman, OSM, and
Maps.
Well, I don't know if it's exactly the same app. But
And it's free. So hang on. So then you've got to download some maps for this to work.
yeah, well, this app only uses one type of map, which there's some contention as to what.
Yeah.
the
What do
map
you
is.
reckon it is?
OpenStreetMaps.
What do you say it is?
Open source maps.
Right. So when you get the app, you've got to get that as well.
When you download the app,
Yeah.
this is for all the pensioners out here.
Yeah.
When you download the app, it is a basic app, and then you have to choose what maps you want.
Ah.
Because it doesn't come with every map of the whole world.
Right. Okay.
So for your introductory offer price of free,
Yeah.
you get to choose what maps you want.
Right. So you look up open source maps, find the map you want.
OSM Android app,
Yes.
and then when you download it, it
Yeah.
asks you what map you would like, and it figures out you're in Australia, and then you have
Ah.
a choice. So I downloaded New South Wales and Victoria and a few others. If you pay the $4, I think it is, or $6, then you can have more or unlimited maps.
Ah.
I'll never know because I'll never spend that money.
No, I know that.
Mate, I reckon Sean and I would make a good partnership because he's so tight we'd just stack all our money away and we'd have heaps.
You reckon?
Yeah, between us both, he's so tight, he's as tight as the fishes and it's watertight.
Yeah, did you hear about how I met him?
No.
He drove all the way to my place to pick up a free pair of pants I was giving away on the internet.
And they were too long and he had to cut the legs off.
How tight? That tight. So Mark's doing the double bay thing.
Yeah, mate. If there's one consistency within my adventure riding is
Getting lost.
Getting lost. Sorry,
yes.
two.
Yeah.
Getting lost and got to have good coffee.
Mm.
These are great, by the way. These cups and plates.
Mm.
As they go down to nothing.
Mate, if you ride like that, you're going to get arrested.
I'll fly off the back, more like it.
Look like you got a party hat on. Tell us about your bike. Is it a good setup for this ride?
It's the only setup for adventure riding, to be honest. 500 lights, go sideways, front, rear, like yesterday, no problem. Actually, I'd never hit the deck yesterday, so it must be working. But yeah, 17-litre tank, 400 k's plus mileage. I think that'll do me.
Yeah.
And you can carry everything you want. And I made a bit of a luggage rack myself.
I was going to say there'd be a lot of interest in this luggage rack.
It's a bit.
Oh, don't worry, it's under there somewhere.
No, but it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sort of custom made. Because the 500s, the 70 model on, does not have a subframe past the battery.
Right.
So you really can't sort of do that.
Put that weight
soft-
on it.
Yeah, that soft luggage.
Yeah. So you've got Krieger. What are they?
Yeah, Krieger, they make a system. I think that's 18 litres.
18 litres.
And then Dave, you're a specialist in the giant.
Yeah.
group, but and that was on your recommendation, I believe.
Yeah.
Tillamook, I think.
Yeah, Tillamook. How'd you find your Tillamook
That was
bag?
brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Isn't the double-ended dry? I keep going on
Yes.
about them.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
useful,
yeah.
isn't it?
Absolutely. I put sleeping bag and all that stuff sort of one end and clothes the other, and rain jacket, so really easy to just open up and get what you need.
Now, navigating. So you've got a bit of different. You've got a
Yeah,
Garmin.
oh, just this new Garmin that I've used today, and it's actually really good.
Yeah.
So happy days. You always got to have a sheepskin.
Yeah,
Most
sheepskin
important.
on a 500. Yeah, absolutely.
I've got to find my key, which I'm pretty sure I've just packed up into my tent.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, now, you know, for a bloke who's travelled halfway around the world, that is a fairly elementary mistake. I mean, this bike packs itself.
That's the problem.
Dave, I'm very disappointed.
I'm disappointed too.
Your adventure rating has just plummeted.
Understandably. Alright, I'll get stuck in and find it.
Yeah, God help me.
I find it really frustrating riding with such unorganised people.
Elise and Woody used to talk about bad packs and good packs, Nugget. This is not a good pack. There's a lot
Nah.
of... Look at that.
I know, there's a lot of unusable space, yeah. So, I've got a lot of tubes though, but
That's something you learnt from the Northern Territory, isn't
and
it?
I'm trying to keep the weight at the bottom. The tubes are heavy, these
Yeah.
are light, so
Yeah.
I'm keeping the weight at the bottom.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's,
I wonder if you'll get me to swing over to having a milk crate.
I'm going to put a couple here for panniers, and yeah.
Oh, but here we go. I think I just saw it. There we go.
There we go. Mate, it doesn't matter what you do now, Dave, your rating for an adventure will never be the same with me.
Well, I think that's a sign of a good pack if I could get it out that quickly.
Well, all right, okay, you redeemed 3 points,
Okay, thanks.
but you lost 30. They're relatively different packing styles. There's Nugget putting his waterproof top over his crate. Then we've got Mark here, exacting with his straps, rock straps. That's the way to go, Mark. Well done.
Best straps ever.
I got to say though, you need a mudguard extension, mate.
Oh, mate, tell me about it. I definitely need one.
After you, my friend.
Day 2 and the rain didn't stop, and the terrain was getting steeper and slipperier, and it was keeping us all on our toes. We were riding in unfamiliar territory, and we were heavily relying on GPS and contour maps. For COVID Dave, who was on the only twin and a lot heavier than the rest of us, the wrong decision could see him stuck down a valley for hours, even with us all helping to get him out.
Sections in this, so
Yeah, it looks fucking steep. It drops from like...
yeah.
It drops like a K in a K.
Right.
Like, so I'm just saying maybe it's worthwhile you just turning around now.
Yeah, it's more that... Like, wouldn't mind giving it a go if I've
It's
got
up
all
to
day.
you, hey?
If I've got
I haven't done this, but
Yeah.
I mean, I dare say it'd be like this.
So down and up, not just down and down.
No, it drops
No,
all
I
the way
think
off the escarpment right
Yeah.
down to the river.
Yeah.
Right.
You can see like... I don't
And
know if
then
you can see
once you get off that escarpment, is that the road down there?
I guess this
There
turns
is a
into the
road
farm
down,
road,
yeah.
but it's like probably everyone comes in from the other side normally,
Right.
and then it peters out to this.
Right.
Yeah, like it's not a main trail. That's
So it's
no
all. I
trail.
guess the point I'm making is it's all downhill.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying as long as he's comfortable, that's the only reason I pulled up.
It's all downhill. It's more just there's a tree down, and it takes us like a couple of hours to get me back or whatever.
Up to you, mate.
Up to you.
Yeah, it's an 800.
Yeah, it's a
Like it's literally
900 metre drop.
it's a 900 meter drop in about a kilometer.
Yeah.
That's gonna be steep.
So we're on a kind of a flat bit now, and then we're going to start dropping down again in a second. Oh, oh fuck. Sorry, Dave. Yeah, you got to hit them straight on. Oh, Nugget's got his feet out paddling. So oh. There's Dave. He's made it. There he is. Video never conveys steepness well. So Dave, you lost all those points leaving your key. I've got to say you've regained them now. I mean, you must have kahunas the size of footballs to come down that, mate.
I think they're a bit swollen now.
Are they? And I don't even think we're halfway down.
No, I'm worried about what the next section looks like. But so far,
Yeah.
I haven't been worried. It's turned out all right.
After I left you, you know, and I said, come on, just do it.
Yeah.
And I thought I wouldn't do it. On a 990.
Well, don't speak too soon. We've still got to get to...
All right. We've got Sean over there on that CRF300 Nugget. Hey?
I was chasing down the hill. He's like a whippet.
Little whippet. Yeah. He's riding like a trials champion, young Dave. Oh, don't tell me the track ends. I can see... No, they're still going. This is where the CRF300 and Huskies come into their fore. Light. You go, Dave. Don't worry about me. Mate, see all that worry for nothing.
I know, that's my nature. That's how I do it.
All your worry for nothing.
Yeah, definitely. Although I don't know what all the fuss is about. No, big tyres, I don't think you really need them.
No. Sean's leading the trail at the moment, the ride. The cows are lowing in the background and they're all celebrating because all your adventure points are restored.
Oh, thank you so much, Dave.
Mate, you've got gonads the size of footballs, hasn't he, Nugget?
Yeah, he did well.
He did well getting down that hill.
That's why I was right standing up.
Yeah, mate, you know, you might have a quarantine problem though. You're covered in grass seed, but hey.
Oh no, first COVID, now this.
Yeah. Going to call you Seed Dave now.
Now you got a 500 kilometre, or 400 at least kilometre ride home.
Yeah.
Now that's adventure for you.
So enjoy, mate, and let's get on our adventure, eh? Let's get going on it. And,
Yep.
If you don't hear from us in 2 days,
Don't worry, I'll be back to get
3
you.
days, yeah, call the cops.
And then there were 4.
Yeah.
Au revoir. And then there were 4. Oh wow. Adventureland Nugget. Woohoo! Oh, we better not hit those cows or we'll be in trouble.
And Nugget says, trust me, I know this area a little bit, and I'm thinking I don't want to trust him.
Are we going to go Nugget? Nugwa. All right, are we going or what? Are we going to get out of this, Mark?
Oh, getting out of it's one thing, but you got to get down it first.
Oh, right, it's like that, is it?
Oh.
I suppose we've got gravity and mud on our side today. Oh yeah. Here comes Mark. Oh, gee. It's steep and slippery. Oh, nearly went. Ah, how's that for a save? Oh, what a save. Trust me, he says. That's as slippery as. Oh.
Nugget's shortcut, which I think was turning into a long cut, was a cracking adventure trail with enough on it to keep you on your toes. Here's a little footage from Sean, who was following Nugget and I. Sean was doing it very comfortably on the CRF300. It's hard to believe, but the CRF300 weighs about the same as the 701s, but its advantage in tight slippery trails where quick cornering and response is needed is that it has a lower reciprocating mass. For those unfamiliar, reciprocating mass are parts spinning and moving in the engine that contribute to a gyroscopic effect that encourages bigger capacity bikes to keep in a straight line and resist response to rider input. The easiest way to notice it is to hop on two bikes of roughly the same weight, such as the 701 and the CRF300. The CRF300 feels lighter and the handling more responsive in the tight stuff, but it nearly weighs the same as the 701.
I got a woman gonna love me all night long. You know that I got me a woman, she gonna love me all night long. She
Oh, no, at least speared off a cliff then.
Did I ever tell you Nugget is competitive? There's a switch that sometimes clicks in him and he's off like a crazy racer. Now Nugget's been leading us through some brilliant tracks, but the country is starting to open up and Cheeky Sean decides to push Nugget's buttons. And with a little assistance from yours truly, we both sneak past him and Race Nugget snaps into gear.
What's going on? Yeah, I'll go that way. Nugget! Hey, that's about as far as a drop on the last one. Crumbs. We got this? We got this? All I'm saying is, COVID Dave, if you're watching at the moment, breathe a sigh of relief. Yeah. Yeah. It's dodgy. God, that was dodgy.
That's not even the deepest part.
Well, keep going. I want to see how deep it is. It might get shallower. Oh no, it doesn't get shallower.
And you know what? There's some big rocks in here too.
Oh.
You got a better way, Sean?
Yeah, I think through here, mate.
Sean's found a better way. Anything's better than that, because we're going to
You're not getting across there.
have to float the bikes. Float them or carry them. What do you reckon, Mark? Float or carry? I'd be walking it. I'm walking mine. I don't think that's worth it. Did that pretty clean. It's Mark.
Easy on those small ones.
Yeah, straight through there. Spot on.
Oh, don't tell me you're fucking clearing the way for him.
The opposite, mate.
No?
The opposite. I better not make it too hard. Are you willing him to go in, or is it just me?
What was that?
Are you willing him to go in?
Oh, 100% willing
Yeah.
to go in.
Sean,
Yes.
does he swim or does he make it? What are you hoping?
Swim, swim, swim.
Things to do for the camera.
It's unanimous.
Get ready to grab him, Mark, with his camera gear.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, mate, if something did happen, though.
Yeah. Oh, the camera.
Whoa. Mate, haven't you ever reversed a trailer? Lucky you don't drive semis.
Hey!
Oh! Oh, give him a push.
Why do I think that's okay? What is wrong with me? I'm looking at that. What am I missing? Am I missing something? That looks like a good bottom. Am I missing something, Sean? Nugget's going the other way. It's still got a deeper bit though, in the middle. Here comes.
I might be walking through this one. Yeah, I'm going to walk it through, I think.
Walk. Yeah.
What are you doing, Dave?
I'm going to walk, I think. But if one of you bastards change your mind, it'll be on.
No. I don't have a spark plug spanner, so I'm not risking it.
Alright, Nugget. After you, friend. The trouble with Nugget is he'll go up to his underarm.
I don't know if that's any easier.
It's got that bump in the middle. That was dodgy, Mark. You fluked it, I think, or you knew exactly where to go.
No, it's skills, Dave.
Okay, skills.
Yeah, I'll add balls.
Balls and skill.
Yep.
Mate, wherever I went, I would have gone over. That's what happened to me. I think you were slightly to Sean's right.
I didn't have much choice in my line, Dave.
Didn't you?
No.
Interesting ride, Sean. It's up the pace today.
Oh, it has. And look, that water crossing, I was so anxious about it. I don't have a spark plug socket.
Yeah, neither do I.
And I just didn't want to drop the bike, and that, I think it made me overthink it and over worry it.
What the?
Nugget.
You're kidding, Nugget.
I reckon we got it.
We've got this.
Yeah.
We've got that.
Keep our momentum up.
Yeah, you'll be fine, Nugget.
What do you reckon?
I think that's a
Straight
bridge
run.
too far, if that's a pun.
Right.
On all the bridges we've done. Mate, that's at another level of dodginess. No, I can't do that. I can't. Well, anyway, we better have a vote.
If I go though, you can start.
If you go, yeah, that's right. If you go, you'll be in there.
We've got a little sidetrack here, we're going to give it a whirl.
All right, well, you go first, I'll go second.
Give it a go.
I'd suggest you have traction control on. Traction control off, I mean. Oh God, this looks like a mine shaft. Whoa! If those roots were out of the road, I could do that. I'm going to get caught on that big vine. No, it's coming to the rescue. I'm going to get showered in crap here. I'll chuck this in.
I think it's going to be this slippery, Dave.
No, it's good, it's good. That's slippery. Now what are you going to do?
I'm just coming over to you, Dave. Fucking hell.
You want adventure, son?
All
Nuggets.
all in the name of adventure.
Mark's adventure. This is it. Hang on, we're going to get out of this just because the Mad TV 701's on its side. All right, can you hold the camera and I'll pick this up and put it in place, and then I'll be the hero for the film.
You want the rock there or gone, Dave?
Hey?
Do you want the rock in the same place or move?
No. Just hang on, just hold fire. There you go.
You'll have to move that rock if you put that in.
This is going to save your neck, Nugget. I'm looking after you.
I like how you set me up when it was just a mess, overgrown with trees and roots, and now you're making it like a highway.
Paid actor. We're going to use... Oh, that's good. Now put a rock on the front of it, on the entry point. And another one, you've got to put this fucker on the
I'd hate to say it,
Yeah.
but I think Dave's track building skills
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
is a bit woeful. I think he's wishful thinking. He's positive though, that's a good thing.
Mate, I've paved the way for you. All day I've given you gold tracks.
Snap that off.
Well Dave, by the time you get the second bike through that, I'll just show you, she'll all be gone. It'll be a rut again.
No, it's not, Mark.
Got it?
As long as Nugget and I get through, I don't give a flying continental. Hey? All right. Okay. Oh, it's done all right. It's done the job.
I think Speedy's your friend.
He's through. Sean. Through painlessly. We need more 300s in this world. Adventurers, I hope you're watching that. Don't go out and buy a 1200 for your first bike. Go and get something like this.
First bike, get this for your ultimate bike.
This is the ultimate bike. Well, nearly. 701's got it.
Oh, there's a ton of grip in that. My front wheel was off the ground.
Well, that's because of the engineering. Engineering.
Yeah.
Here we go. Whoa, Nugget, you're over. Quick, get it up, get it up. At least you put your right hand blinker on before you went down.
I'm a strong believer in karma, and I couldn't help but think Nugget's little swim in the creek was linked to his attempt to sink me earlier in the day with that well-placed rock. This ride was coming to an end, 2 days of getting out with mates and having a laugh in the pouring rain. And Nugget's little shortcut had proved to be a challenge, but we'd all survive for another day.
Well, boys, Nugget.
That's a wrap. Look at it, we're out of the forest right here. I told you I knew a shortcut.
Yeah, that's a hell of a shortcut, Nugget.
Might be a bit of a long cut shortcut. Not always. It's the quickest way, the shortest way, the quickest way, whatever it is.
What I will say, It's a little like GPS route. Shortcut or shortest time.
Yes, yes, that's a very good point.
Well, it's a pleasure ride, boys.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Turn right up there. So,
Yeah,
Terminus Dave.
Mark's ride.
Thank you. Welcome. See you, Nora. See you on the next one.
All right.
Yeah, boys.
And he rides off into the sunset.
Broke two mirrors just trying to let go my